Good morning, children. I am Anmol Messi, PGT Physics, Mount Literacy School, Jhansi. Children, in my previous videos, I have completed the ray optics chapter uh, in my last class, and today we are going to start with wave optics. Okay. So before we start with wave optics, let me tell you there is something which is known as wavefront. We need to understand what is wavefront, and then only we will be able to understand that how light behaves like a wave. Okay. So what is a wavefront? Wavefront is a surface on which the phase of every point is same. Okay. So for example, if in case you hit a stone or you throw a stone in a pond or maybe a lake, you observe that वहाँ पर ऐसे round round circles बनने लगते हैं, गोले गोले से बनने लगते हैं. That is actually a wavefront. There are various wavefronts which are formed, and these wavefronts have got particles which are in the same phase. Okay. So now there are various types of wavefront, and we have considered that light also travels like a wave. There is a scientist Eugen who has explained that light also travels like a wave. जिस तरह से पानी बहता है उसी तरीके से लाइट बहती है. तो for that we have to study the wavefront in terms of light. Okay. So this is a spherical wavefront where we have taken a point source, and we can see that how wavefronts are formed. So जैसे अगर पानी में पत्थर मारते हैं तो गोल गोल wavefront बनने लगते हैं, तो उसी तरीके से एक point source would create spherical wavefronts around itself. Okay. Similarly, there is a cylindrical wavefront. If we have got a line source of light, then the wavefronts which are formed are known as cylindrical wavefronts. Okay. Then comes plane wavefront. So this is when the source is at infinity. So obviously, like for example, sun is a source of light, so the wavefronts which are formed would be plane wavefront. Okay. Now let us talk about Eugen's principle, or maybe you can even pronounce it as Huygens. It depends on your way of pronouncing it, but then the spelling should be correct. Okay. Now this particular scientist has given the statement that light travels like a wave. Okay. आप ऐसा सोचिए जैसे अगर बाहर बाढ़ आ गई हो और हमारी खिड़की खुली हो तो अंदर पानी आ जाएगा, और अगर उस रूम में फर्दर अगर कोई दरवाजा अगर वो खुला हो तो बगल वाले रूम में भी पानी चला जाएगा. सिमिलरली, इफ सन इज आउटसाइड आवर हाउस ऑब्वियसली, एंड देन सन अपनी सनराइज करने के बाद अपनी जो लाइट होती है वो अर्थ तक भेजता है, तो उसके बाद क्या होता है, इफ़ योर विंडो इज ओपन, इन द सेम वे लाइक बाढ़ का पानी जिस तरह से अपने रूम के अंदर आ रहा था, उसी तरीके से सन की लाइट भी उस खिड़की से हमारे रूम के अंदर आ जाएगी. एंड देन फर्दर इफ द door of the room further is open, then that light would enter the next room as well. So similarly, light would behave like a wave. पानी की तरह light भी चलती है. Okay. So for this he have given an explanation that actually he has given three principles. First principle is that every particle on a wavefront behaves like a secondary source. Second principle is this, that every secondary source would create its own wavelet. So I have explained this with the help of this diagram. If this is a source from where the light is starting and this is a wavefront, so every particle on the wavefront behaves like a secondary source, and according to the second principle it is very clear that every source is creating its own wavelet. And the third principle is that if we draw a common tangent to all those wavelets, then next wavefront is formed. Okay. Based on that concept, we have decided to prove the law of reflection on the basis of wave theory. Okay. So this is a light ray which is coming like an incident ray, and these are the wavefronts that we have drawn. Okay. After striking the surface, a mirror, it would reflect, and it would again make its own wavefront. Okay. And this is the normal. So what we have done is, we have taken these two triangles, triangle OAB, OAO dash and OBO dash, and I have made those triangles separately over here. Okay. Now obviously, if light is traveling with the speed of light, that is c, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this point and this point, both these points A and B are in the same medium. So the speed of light would remain unchanged, that is c. So if if this wavefront moves like this, and after that this wavefront like moves like this, so the speed would remain the same, and obviously the time taken would also be same. Again I would show you, this wavefront is coming like this. After striking the surface it would turn like this, and then this would go up, and then the wavefronts would move ahead. So the time taken would be same for both the ends to turn. Okay, and obviously speed would remain same because it is in the same medium. So if we apply the formula for distance, that is distance is equal to speed into time, so we would get a o dash sct as well as o b sct. Okay, now we will prove both these triangles as congruent triangles. So o dash and o dash are common. This side is again equal, ct is equal to ct, and this is 90 degree. So as per the theorem of congruency, both triangles are congruent by SAS, or RHS could also be a way to say that they are congruent. Okay, and since they are congruent, therefore angle I would be equal to angle R by corresponding angles of corresponding triangles are of congruent triangles are equal. Okay, CPCTC, the property that we use in mathematics. Okay, similarly we would prove the law of refraction also. So this is a ray of light which is coming from a rarer medium and going in the denser medium, so obviously it would bend towards the normal. So I have taken the wavefronts which are coming like this, and after this point this wavefront is actually behaving in a different way. That is, some part of the wavefront enters the denser medium while some part of the wavefront is still in the rarer medium. Okay, so this part would travel in a slow manner. This would be moving slow, while this would move fast because it is in the rarer medium. Okay, accordingly it would move like this, and it would bend towards the normal. So let us consider this distance as v2t and this distance as v1t, because time would remain same but velocity would change. So applying the expression of sine theta, that is sine I is equal to, from this I we can clearly say that perpendicular is AO dash and hypotenuse is OO dash, which we have written over here. And similarly if we put the values of AO dash, then it would become v1t. Okay, and sine r would be from the triangle, it would be v2t upon OO dash. Again we have kept the value of OB. Okay, and applying if we take the ratio of sine I and sine r, this OO dash would get cancelled, this t would get cancelled, and we are left with v1 upon v2, which is actually refractive index.